You know what it is, the Front Left podcast, Front Left of all conversations. You got myself, Tez, and I'm joined with
Trigger Tree,
Josh, LFTS, and we got a guest today. We got Caroline, who's next to me. Caroline, introduce yourself.
Hello.
Hello. See, that's
Caroline.
Yeah, that's it.
Used to be fat. I don't know what you want me to say.
That's great.
Short and sweet,
straight to it. Basically, Caroline's another Scouser with us. So that's. Wait, is everyone being Scouts now? No.
What do you mean being
Mark
Scouse?
was Scouts, and then who was Scouts?
I mean consecutively.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a lot of Scousers now. Like,
that's the right word.
No, I know.
Yeah, so it's been
Question, I
decent.
didn't
But
get it.
to really get into it today, we're here to talk about Caroline, how she just jumped straight into it, how she used to be fat. I can't, saying that sounds like proper bad coming from me, do you get what I'm saying? But
You don't need to say sorry.
Well, due to the NHS.
NHS?
When I was fat,
Oh, why? What, did you have health problems?
I would have if I didn't lose weight.
All right, let's start
Let's
the
start
journey.
back, yeah,
let's start the
okay.
journey.
Okay.
So, paint the picture from when you were like, I don't know what age, maybe 14.
Have you always been bigger?
Yeah.
No, not really. I think
Okay.
I gained like loads of weight when I was in a relationship.
Okay.
So
Relationship weight.
yeah, basically, it was like
How old were you in this relationship?
I got in it at 15. I was in the relationship for like 8 years.
That's a
wow.
long time.
Wow.
Yeah, so I gained weight then, and then it was relationship weight. Like I used to get called 2T's Caroline. Because I used to have a tea at home, and then I went to my fellas and had a tea there.
Okay.
Oh,
So everyone was like, "You're 2T's Caroline."
Okay.
So
This is gonna sound funny, but I was like, "There's no T in your name," so I was like, "Where's the second T?"
Yeah, even I was a bit confused. TT's Caroline. Okay. So that kind of started where you spend like a lot of time at home and spend a lot of time with your boyfriend, and then you getting them meals in. Didn't you do like no activity in school? Like netball or sports or nothing?
no, I was always on periods in PE,
Yeah.
so I didn't do it.
You was always on your period and okay.
And joking.
See, I didn't get that joke. I was thinking,
Girls will get that joke.
It's an excuse.
in my
basically.
head, I was like, the period lasted for like a whole month. Mad.
Oh, mad.
Wow.
Mad
Oh,
thing.
okay.
But did you have to like, when you used that as, let's say, an excuse to, let's say, not participate in like PE or whatever, did you have to like have a note each time, or did they just like?
I think they were just like, "Oh, it's Caroline now."
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when you said, okay, you gained a lot of, so 8, so that would have took you up until 22.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I started losing weight around 21, and then I lost like 5 stone or whatever it was, and then fucked me fella off.
Oh, did you?
He wasn't very nice to me, to be
Oh,
fair,
okay,
when I was
okay.
bigger, so it's like I got thin and fucked him off.
Wait, hold on. Was
And then-
he bigger as well,
No.
or was it? So was what I'm trying to gauge in this is, was the relationship weight because something happened, or was it just like a natural thing where you just got like comfortable and you thought,
And you thought, you know what, he will still love me for me.
yeah, and I'm just gonna.
Yeah, it got
Indulge.
comfortable, really.
Yeah.
And I think I was in a bit of denial that I was bigger.
Mm.
So, but he reminded me I was fat, but then I was like a bit like, I'm just in denial about this right now.
What I was gonna say to you now, so within this time you was in this relationship and you putting on the weight, did he, like he said mean stuff to you? Like I see like a lot of things in especially on Twitter where people have been bullied and that's the push they needed to do fitness. Did you want to do it for yourself, or was it the point where you've had that, I would say, like the words from your boyfriend, you thought, fuck it, I'm just gonna make that change? Or did you see that progressive change in yourself to do that?
No, he wasn't the reason why I lost weight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think I just done it for myself kind of thing, and my granddad was pushing me loads to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And like, he was my motivation to do it, my granddad. So,
Mm-hmm.
because he said to me, for every £1 that you lose, I'll give you £1. Okay. So I was like, okay. So I was like, I started losing weight, and then he died a month later. So I was like, I just carried on doing it for my granddad, really.
I'm sorry
So-
to hear about that.
And it's fine.
Yeah.
It's just, he did live a long life, like, but it's like, I done it for him. I didn't do it for anyone, like for him and myself, obviously, and for me health reasons, because I was getting like to the point where I couldn't walk, couldn't fit on the airplane, couldn't, like, do you know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
really?
Yeah, I sat on it, the thing would lift up, do you know what I mean? So I had to take like another seat.
So you had to have
Someone-
2 seats if you sat on it.
No, I never used, but I did. So someone who sat next to me would be pissed off with me that I was sat next to them, because I'd be taking their seat as well.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That is
Like-
some transformation though that you've gone through. So obviously, like, was there a source of? I know you say your granddad's like your source of inspiration, but was there something else? Because obviously sometimes people can go through a big change because something happens to them, or they think like, you know, I really need to do X before Y happens. Did you have something like in your head or in your life that you thought, you know, I really need to implement this before so and so happened?
I think it was like I needed a bit more self-love. I needed to realise that I could do it for myself. So I used to hate myself, but I'd cover it with humour kind of thing. So it was like I was the fat friend, and it was like just got brushed off like that. And everyone was like, "Oh, Kaz, can I borrow your clothes?" Because they knew that they'd fit them. They just had to wear a belt with it. Do you know what I mean? And I could never borrow my friends' clothes and stuff like that. So I just wanted to like lose weight to like
You could
to
share.
fit in.
Yeah.
Really,
Did you
and
feel
for
a bit
myself.
like an outcast?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Do you know? Sorry, go on. Carry on.
Go.
I was just gonna say that I was in denial for a long time, but like my ankles used to go when I was walking up the stairs. Like I did have health problems and the doctor would say to me, you know, you need to lose weight, and I was like, why? I just kind of thought
I'm healthy.
I knew I was a bit bigger, but I didn't think that I was as big as what I was.
How heavy were you at your heaviest?
Probably like over 18 stone.
Okay.
How tall are you?
5'5", like or 5'4", 5'4.5".
5'4.5", and you're over. What was it? What was the heaviest?
So
thing? Sorry.
me BMI was morbidly obese.
I wasn't even gonna ask that. But
Yeah, but that's what it was like. But
yeah.
it got to the point when I was like,
But then I was gonna say a lot of people don't understand with women. Women need to have a higher body fat percentage. So like a woman having like a 22 to 25% body fat percentage are still kind of considered skinny. But then they don't know that. That's just see. There's a lot of science into it, and people don't know this because mainstream media push it out like you need to be like 0%.
The numbers aren't really true to what is actually needed at times. So sometimes you might step on a scale and it'll say 16 stone, but that 16 stone doesn't really mean like you're unhealthy or something.
You reflect. And I think doctors as well with the whole body mass index, like not from your like point of view, but like I feel like especially now like you're athletic now and you could be like weighing a bit heavy for your height.
yeah,
But to a doctor and that body mass index, they'd be like, you're still kind of heavier, if you get what I'm saying.
yeah. I've like stopped going on the scales now because I got to the point where I did get really unhealthy and I just looked really sick. And everyone was like, you look dead scrawny, and I was like, well, I weigh like 9 stone, so I was like, I'm not bothered.
Did you have like a goal in your head of like a weight that you wanted to reach when you started losing the weight, or was it just because you started losing the weight you kind of got into the whole I'm gonna weigh myself today, today?
I
Just
literally weighed myself every day.
Every day.
I'd
This is at the
focus on
beginning?
I'd focus on losing half a stone at a time, and then when I reached my stone I was like, next stone. And then that's the way that I kind of lost it. But when I got down to like, because in my mind I was like, I'm never going to lose 8.5 stone here. I'm never going to do it. But because it got to the point where I was like, oh yeah, I can. Then it got to the point where I was like, I need to push this. I need to lose more weight. And I did kind of have a bit of body dysmorphia, I'd say. It did get a bit.
Was you ever
obsessive.
diagnosed with that, or was that just something that you feel is...
I think I did.
I think going to the gym itself causes that.
Yeah, definitely.
Body dysmorphia is a big thing. Like, I feel like you never feel like, especially when you start getting into fitness, you never feel like you're getting big enough, or you don't think you're getting lean enough, or your body's not looking that way. But like, I had it massive like a couple of years back, and that's like the time when I was like whacking gym the most, and I thought, yo, everyone used to say like, you look massive, and I'd be like, no, I don't. But now I see it now. I'm like, but I wish I was that big now.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, the fuck? Oh, my kids are like I see that, and like it used to play with my head like massively.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It's like it's mad as well because like people, I've told the story to so many people, so it's like I have this pressure now to keep it off, to go to the gym. It's like, and I get bad anxiety thinking
To keep that image.
Yeah, if I go outside, someone will be like, she doesn't look like her pictures.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, like, I don't know, it just winds me up.
But I feel like you need to, like, obviously it's hard, it's easier said than done, but you just gotta be you.
Yeah.
So like sometimes,
But I do get where she's coming from.
no,
though.
I get it as well.
I get that.
Because obviously you might have this online presence now
Yeah.
where people look up to you as this kind of like
Fitness model.
yeah, like I
basically.
want to be
Yeah.
like her, but you might just have your normal off days where you're just like I'm just whatever.
I
So
think
there's a
like
pressure.
there was a time where I didn't go out for like a whole year, like to Liverpool or anything. I was like, I just can't be doing it anymore. And it's only recently I've started going back out again, like started getting my confidence back. But I did have like a really bad knock.
Is that why?
at one point.
Because people were just like.
No,
just
it was. So I used to go to the gym with my like friend from work, and I thought she was okay, and she basically committed suicide, and I like,
wow.
and like that night she texted me saying when I was in Liverpool, she was like, "Oh, you look stunning," and then she sent me a picture, and she put it on a story of me, and she was like, "This girl is, I'm so proud of her. She's come such a long way. She's so confident and all this." And she left me a note basically saying like, "Do you? You're amazing." And then the next day she had gone. So I was like, I don't know. The whole like life was like different to me then because everything was fake to me because she was posting she was okay on Instagram. I was like, I don't want to post something on Instagram and everyone to think I'm okay because
You know.
I wasn't, kind of thing. So I just stayed inside and just done me for a bit. But it was like, I say to all my friends now, anything on Instagram, just don't believe it.
Yeah.
Like that's what kind of messes with my head when I post something as well, because I'm like, do I look like that? Like, am I coming across that like I do look like this? Or because
Yeah,
I have
false
girls
image.
coming to me and like, oh, you've got the body that I want, and I'm like, no, you're fab the way you are. Like
Yeah.
you shouldn't look up to me. Like
But you've achieved something now, so that's something I wanted to talk into. But like that's what I'm saying. Like you've achieved that body where it's mad, but you've got the Instagrammable body. So it's like you've looked at it. You've attained a physique where a lot of girls now pay surgery to get.
yeah.
So it's like, oh shit, what the fuck I bet you a lot of girls ask you, have you had surgery?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're like, no, it's hard work and dedication, but it's a long period of time. But a lot of people don't see that long period. It's like, I want that curve. It's not even just girls, it's lads too.
Lads as well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Everything's
that's
just like
yeah,
instant.
the whole steroid culture is a massive thing. Like I used to get it all the time. Like, do you take steads? And I was like, no, I was grafting since like 17 because I was like, I want to go on holiday, and I was bigger as well when I was younger. And I was like, man, I want to go on holiday and I want to whack chicks. That's
that was why you started gymming,
that's
innit?
actually how it
That's
started.
literally why.
No,
honest though.
No, that's actually.
yeah,
I
that's
don't
funny.
give a fuck.
But to
what
be
anyone
honest,
says.
sorry to cut you off, but that I feel like everyone should have not that, but I'm just saying in
Yeah.
general, everyone should have like a motivation to go.
No,
and then once
lads
you've
go
got
to the
that
gym for
motivation,
though, 100%.
that
Like
motivation.
it was like, there's no one lad you can't tell me they don't go gym to go and secure a gal. I don't give a fuck.
What go to gym
to
to
get
chat
one
to
to get gal.
Oh,
I don't know.
100%.
I said now. That's what I said now. I don't. Bro.
That's the end of health and fitness. But there was a point where, especially when you're younger, it was like, for lads, it was like, yo, you're gonna go gym, get that body, and just start like just going through it. And then when you start getting when you pass like 23, 24,
No one
like
cares.
you don't really care no more.
Yeah.
You're like, fitness is not about like trying to get girls no more. It's about like health is wealth, innit? But that period of time, everyone wants to achieve that, especially not growing up, the beginning of Instagram when it first started. They're
Early
like
days.
fitness models. All I used to see was fitness models.
Yeah.
I don't see as much now, but is it? I don't know if it's because I don't follow as many, but back then it was like it
I
was
think-
in your face.
It's a bit more normalized now, so
Yeah.
it's not as like then it was a bit more new. So there was a lot more like you said.
Yeah.
in
So
your
it was
face.
everywhere. And
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
how did you take that whole culture of like Instagram and you seen all these bodies, and how did that like play with your mindset?
Like I did have like loads of people saying, "Oh, did you get surgery?" They'd comment on my photos. I was like, delete. Like I was like, it's because
Just sorry to cut you off. When someone says that to you, do you like how do you receive that? Do you take that as a compliment, or do you? Because obviously you know you haven't. How do you take it? Do you get offended or?
I do, but then it's like, I don't know, because so many people are so positive to me. So I was like, I need to focus more on that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when they did comment, I was like writing back saying, no, I never like properly
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
first. But now I'm just like, oh, just delete it. I can't be bothered with it. I've got no time for them.
But at times, some people might actually be asking that because
Yeah.
if you have they want to know how because they might want to do it.
Yeah,
Because I've
that's
seen a lot
true.
of people recently that are a bit more open, be like, I have had surgery and this is how I did it and this is how to do it safely, etc.
Yeah.
I don't know if people talk about that though.
There have been
Recently.
recently on Twitter.
I saw
and
that
stuff.
black girl.
Yeah, she was one of them. I can't remember the
I
name.
can't remember her name.
She was on Twitter and
She said how she's having mad pain.
yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I wanna when she got the BBL.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, so, like, that's... But do you think that's just a bad case? I don't think it happened. Oh, is it? Wait, I thought you was going to chime
I thought
in.
you were jumping
Yeah,
in, and I just seen.
Yeah.
But I
Like,
think what?
because I genuinely feel like hers was maybe just like a bad surgeon.
But I feel like there's probably a lot more cases where things go wrong or they don't come out the ideal way that that person thought they were going to look at, but they're not spoke about. They're like hidden, so you only see the more famous or the more successful surgeries or the more successful people,
Yeah.
and that's what's like shunned to people. That's why people are thinking it's like an acceptable thing, because when it costs a lot of money, you can't do it in this country. You have to go to another country. They don't talk about the stitches you have to get. On top of the stitches you have to then go and get a checkup, and then if something pops, you have to go and get. The way I'm speaking, like I've researched and know all this. I'm just very attentive. That's all. But they don't really talk about the in depths of it. So all you see is someone with an image,
Yeah.
and then they'd be like, I want to look like that. Like recently, there was some rapper, his like 8-year-old niece or something. She posted a picture. I think she was 8, between the ages 8 and 12 anyway. She posted a picture of this woman. It's one of them models that you see on Instagram, and then apparently she was like upset, like saying, I want to look like this. And this woman's body was like,
Oh, I seen this.
you see it with the hips, and
the hips
it was
were a
like,
bit
this is
mad.
not a real person's body, like it's been manufactured.
That's mad though,
Yeah.
because you think about it, at that young age, they've got a mindset of that's what they want to look like. They still got time that they need to develop themselves
Exactly.
anyway. Do you know what I mean? So like,
So, did you ever have body goals? Like, you like, this is the person I want to look like, and I'm going to try and attain that physique.
Like when I was younger, I wanted to be like Britney Spears or something.
Oh, she was good.
But it was like,
what's that video? Which is
Hit
it
me,
was
baby.
toxic?
No, toxic.
Yeah.
No, hit me, baby,
No,
one more time.
No, that's toxic, isn't it? It was in the red jumpsuit thing.
I don't know.
yeah, I don't think it was.
Yeah.
There's one when it was like she's in this building and it's bare sweaty and she goes, I'm a
Womanizer.
slave.
That's I'm a slave for you.
Yeah. What's going on? I used to gas off that video, Hey.
But yeah, as you were saying, did you have like any body goals?
Like them, but they were like really thin, weren't they?
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
would never get to that size just because of the shape that I actually am.
But don't you think that's a different time? It's a whole completely
Yeah,
different
so that's what I was
era.
gonna say. Did you idolize? Not well, maybe not idolize, but did you have that as a goal when you were like? That must have been like 10, 11 years of age, because that's when Britney was
Yeah.
like in the limelight, wasn't it? Wasn't she?
What? So when I was losing weight, did I have like a
Yeah. Did you have like a goal when you were losing weight?
probably just like the Insta famous, the fitness girls? I was like, oh, I'd like to look like them, but I don't know. Now I'm just like, as long as I'm happy and healthy, that's like the best. But I don't know. Like Chanel, is her name Chanel?
Simeon Panda's
yeah.
thing.
Oh, Chanel
Coco.
Coco Brown.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's like
Instagram love.
that's she's like my goal.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to look like her.
But when you say you'd love to look like her, like you do understand everyone's gonna look slightly different regardless.
I know.
So, what? Like I don't know how you do it, but say like for myself, what I tend to do now is I don't look at other people. I'd be like, how did I look like in 2017? How did I look like in 2018? How did I look like in 2019? How can I look like in 2020 to be better than I was in? That's how I look at it now. So I don't know whether maybe that's a way you should
Yeah.
maybe look at it instead of being like, I want to look like her. Because to a lot of people, they might come across your page and they're thinking, I want to look like Caroline.
Yeah. I think that there's a lot more pressure on girls to look a certain way. So it's like that's drilled into girls' minds, you should look this certain way. So it's hard to change the mindset to think, look how far I've come. I should look better than what I've actually looked. And changing that mindset is like what I'm trying to do at the moment. But obviously, like, I don't know, it's just hard, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
but that is a good good thing.
Speaking about mindset, obviously when you start like going to the gym, like losing the weight and stuff, did you ever like think, oh, because I'm going to the gym now, I'm going to be getting like all these big massive muscles, anything like that? Because I still see a lot of girls that I know, like, nah, I'm not touching gym because
I'm not gonna
I'm
look
going to
weight.
look dead masculine.
No, I wanted bigger muscles.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh my god, I got to the point where my lats and everything was just massive, and like
Okay.
my back and everything. I loved it. Like, and I wanted to become a bodybuilder. I think it was because
Serious?
just wanted to push myself to see how much I could like to do. But then, yeah, I had to stop because I got a hernia.
Oh,
serious?
wow.
Oh,
shit.
Serious?
Yeah. So I had an operation for that. So I had to stop for a bit.
Wow.
But yeah, I don't mind having upper body muscle. Like, I don't know, I think it's because I just carried so much fat that I was like, I just want to
Fill out, basically.
see what I actually looked like with the muscle as well. So, but yeah.
I want to ask, what was your first day in the gym like? Why are you smiling?
I don't know. I think you were asking a different question.
Oh,
I don't know what kind of question you're asking, but carry on.
He was like,
That's what I was thinking, because when you were saying, like, you know, I don't even know I'm going to word this here, but you know when you're saying, like, when you said, like, you know, you like feel like you're up at top and whatever, like, I've seen some girls and like they wear like the top half, do you know what I mean? I'm like, you know, that looks really good, like really attractive, do you know what I mean? So like everyone's got their own, develop in their own different way, do you know what I mean? So like, I think it's good.
Yeah, it's refreshing to hear, because usually it's just girls are about leg day.
not all just
Five-
cardio.
5 days a week,
Cardio.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
to be fair, like, my legs and my bum or whatever is just big anyway. So I'm like,
It's natural kind of genetics.
yeah. So I'm like, I need to work on my upper body more. When I started seeing bones here, I was like, oh my god, I've actually got like bones here. Like when I was so I was like, I want to build my chest more. So I was building my chest and all that. So yeah.
So, first day in the gym, how did it go like?
Did you go on your own?
No, I went with me ex-boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
you
you
used to,
took-
yeah, because you was training.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
so I was like, I used to just have like 45-minute cardio, and the gym that I went to, their weight section was just lads.
Oh, yeah.
There was no girls in it, and I just used to look thinking I'd love to do that, but I always think though, like, when you go to the gym, they should tell you what to do.
Who, gym employees?
Yeah, like when you first
they used
join.
to-
Used to, didn't
They
you?
used
Yeah,
to,
they used to give you
um,
inductions and stuff and
we
show
used
you
to,
around and stuff.
we used
I
to go
remember
to
you
weight
in it,
training,
yeah.
and that's how we got taught like our beginner in it's not lifestyles, is it?
Yeah, it was
like-
lifestyles.
Is it?
And you used to
Yeah.
get them for free with
Yeah,
your little
and we got
card.
like a little
Yeah,
card,
yeah, I
and
remember
we had
that.
like induction days, and then that's how our first proper.
They're the
like,
council gyms, aren't they?
yeah, and that's how we got taught.
Oh really?
Yeah,
So when you'd sign up, you go in and you'd have a little induction. You'd be like, this machine's for this machine's for this. They show you around your first session for maybe like half an hour, and then leave you to it for the rest
Do
of
they
it.
still do that now then?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Because when
man.
I joined JD, they didn't show me round.
Oh, really?
They
Yeah.
just like, yeah, go.
Just go and do it.
Yeah, because every girl that I spoke to, they're like, I'm so anxious, I don't know how to use the equipment. And I'm like, just ask anyone in the gym, they'll help. But obviously, when I first went, I was like a bit nervous. So
Yeah.
I got a PT in the end. So
So I think maybe that's the reasons why, to force people to fall in to get a PT.
she didn't work there, though. I just found
Oh,
it.
okay.
But maybe that is the reason why.
Yeah.
But I don't know, still, like, I still think you should get taught like, I think it's quite bad, really. I think it's because they'll be like, girls, this is the cardio machines, you do that.
Yeah.
Where I don't think they'll tell them how to like lift weights properly, like in the correct form and things
Yeah,
like.
safely.
Did any of your schools have like actual gyms, like proper gyms, or did yours?
No, they
had
told
it.
us to
We
swim
had some-
daily. That's they said run, play rugby, or swim on a regular basis. That was the only exercise. That
Didn't
we
your
got.
school? Oh no, that was.
Oh,
You
we
had,
had a
you had
pool.
the canoeing thing as well, didn't
Yeah,
you?
we had community. So yeah.
I
School
didn't get
did
into
you
that
go
school.
to?
We went to a rich posh school.
It was
Yeah.
active. It was
Big rich
sick.
town out here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did a proper in my school, man. Like,
Really?
yeah, because we was like proper like rugby dominant, and like you have to like play rugby.
Yeah,
like,
rugby
from
was like
boom,
instilled.
and then you need to get
In
up.
Liverpool?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, and then you swim in the morning, and then we were swimming in the morning.
Your face then.
Man could have been one of them Cambridge, Oxford guys.
I could have been that kid, man. But my
used to play
grades
water
were-
polo as well?
Yeah, I used to play water
Yeah,
polo
you used to
too.
play water polo as well.
Man turn up to
My
PE in
grades-
his Ralph Lauren polo.
Do you know what? For because You know what? We're not actually classed as a sports school, but sports was like proper like.
Was it an all boys school?
Mass. It
No,
was
it's a
St.
mix.
Edward's College, so it was like either you're really good at music or you need to play like you need to really smash out rugby to the point where if you're not leaving school to go and play rugby, then I don't know what on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I hate rugby.
Yeah, but they didn't allow us play football. They were like, they always used to say to us like, football's for hooligans, but like, yeah, but rugby's for gentlemen. It was so weird. It was like a proper like,
What kind of fucking school was this, bro?
bro. It was like they were. Do you know what's mad? They were coaching like people who could be like rugby players professionally.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
you play like instruments to a high level. It was like
It's quite niche though, isn't it?
it is niche, but they just want people to be like, we created this student.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, like, yeah.
Alumni students.
That's it, basically.
Do you know the sound of that though? Because like you got obviously Loughborough, it's like specialised in sports,
Yeah.
innit? Like some of the talent in some of the schools around here, like could have been at that level, but it depends on how far you want to like
Push them.
push them. Yeah.
So apart from like gym, like when you started losing weight, was there anything else? Like we've just mentioned sports. Was you ever into any of the sports?
No, I hated.
Really?
Literally.
Everything?
Oh my god, yeah, I hated everything. Like, my mum like threw me in like sports when I was younger, and there was just always an excuse to like stop it. She like literally put me in everything. Like I was in dancing, horse riding, swimming, trampolining,
The hell?
and I just quit like the second time.
Was there any reason behind that?
I just didn't like being out of breath.
Yeah. Nah, I can actually really
Just
do
did
that.
not like exercise at all.
Yeah.
Like
That's some shift though, because I'm trying to picture it. If you like, some people have that natural like I want to play sports and stuff, but you don't seem like you do, and then you just kind of because you lost weight, you're like, okay, boom, I've got to
Fitness.
keep on top of it now.
yeah,
Whereas like, for example, I've always played football, even though I was like overweight or whatever when I was younger. I still always play football, so I've always had that.
Yeah.
Like, Timmy play football, or Josh do tennis or whatever sports between us. We've always had that like drive to it. But for you, you're just
I know.
it's like, nah.
I like watching sports, but like I don't know. Go in the gym now, like I'll think, oh, I've got to go to the gym, but then when I'm there, I love it. Like, but no,
I
there's
never
no
fell
like,
out of it. Like I was in a
Yeah.
love-hate relationship with it for a long time.
yeah, loads of times.
Yeah.
But like I've like broke my toe in the gym.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, so like I don't know, things happen and I'm like, oh, I don't want to go back. I'd done a wall squat once and the whole wall just went like in pure gym. So I just left.
What?
Yeah, I was doing a wall squat and then like the whole wall just like has
Well,
a
like you-
massive hole in it. I was like, oh my, I can't go back. So I had to
Can't
change
go
my
back.
gym.
Yeah, I wouldn't go back.
well, like you
either.
dented it.
Yeah, like I came back, actually came back like a week later, just like, it's like, seeing like how it was, and it was like wet paint. And you've obviously
Duct tape over it.
yeah.
That
I'm
is
not
actually
joking, it was a
funny.
massive hole.
Yeah.
It must have been like, I don't know what it was, like a wood. It wasn't brick, obviously. It was just like,
Plywood or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, I think so.
Just a newspaper wall.
But
Shit.
I wouldn't have gone back, to be fair. No, I wouldn't have done
mad.
it. So I'm just going back a little bit. So you said when you started, you was doing cardio,
yeah,
and you said you lost your first 5 stone by yourself.
yeah.
Was that all cardio based?
Didn't exercise at all. It was just diet based.
Oh, just diet.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what was your diet like?
I done Weight Watchers.
Okay.
So it was,
Is that legit? Because I always see like Weight Watchers is like if you have something is a sin. And
that's
something...
Slim as well.
Oh, okay.
So Weight Watchers, it's kind of the same where you get like, for example, you get like 30 points a day or something. So when I was doing it, chicken breast would have been like 2 points. Vegetables would have been like 0 points. So you can have as much like veg and fruit as you want. So it's like food became like points to me, like a point system. So it's like, once you reach 30 points, you can't have anything else. So it kind of seemed like quite easy because you could still eat like quite a lot of like foods on it. So yeah, it was like I lost 5 stone, and then
How long did that take?
I think was it like 6-7 months.
And
You lost
that's,
5 stone, 6-7 months.
Yeah,
and that's without no
that was
exercise.
that was just diet based. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
in
blown away.
6-7 months.
yeah. And then it started to plateau, because obviously
Yeah.
got to the point. So I was like, I need to like go to the gym, because I think I started wanting a physique. Then I was like, I've lost my weight. I want to start like having a physique. So
That's decent, you know. Like,
That's a lot.
but like just diet. So
do you know
like,
what though? Diet, I always say to everyone, is like the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Like it's like I always say it's like 80% of like how you lose weight. 20% of it is exercise. So when you're so big and you start cutting things out, you will lose weight
Quicker.
like quick.
So beforehand, did you have like an unhealthy relationship with food? Then I'm guessing,
Yeah.
like even from like when you were younger, like growing up to the point of when you started gaining weight in that
Yeah.
relationship, was it just like you just eat whatever?
Yeah, like my mum and dad, like I was never allowed to go to McDonald's or anything like that. It was always like, you have to have your vegetables, eat your vegetables, Caroline. I was like, okay. So when I had pocket money, I'd go to the shop and I'd buy like whatever I had, because I'm not saying it's their fault, obviously. Like if she listens to this, like she always says, you always say it's my fault, but it's like, because I wasn't allowed that at home.
Use the
So
pride.
you go
I
and
was
get
like,
it.
I want to go and get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So after school, like after high school, I would come home while my mum and dad were in work and I'd cook
Yeah.
something, eat that, then I'd have my tea as well.
I used to do that, you know, I'm not gonna lie. That's how I started to learn how to cook. Because we used to get off the 60, innit?
Yeah.
And then instead of going to the shop, I'll just go to Tesco, and then I'll go the back way of Tesco instead of going down Smithdown. So I wouldn't walk past the shop, innit? So that, you know what I'm talking about, innit? Because if you walk down Smithdown, because you got the Asda there, innit?
Oh yeah.
You walk down Smithdown, I'm obviously going to walk past my mum's shop.
Oh yeah.
So I'll have to walk the back of the Asda to go home. Mum's always got like a bag of shopping. I was just scranning hard.
Belvita biscuits.
Wow.
You man really had 2 dinners, you know, that's funny.
I just have to. I'm not gonna lie. I loved it.
Yeah, same.
Some of the best times of my life.
Yeah, I miss it.
That's dedication, that though.
Fam, it was like, cause I'm not gonna lie, yeah, at that period of time of my life, all we was backing was like, I still do, but like,
African food.
it's African food all the time.
So you want to join?
So I was like, fam, like, I want to eat some chicken dinosaurs, man.
I want turkey twizzlers
I
and
want
that.
smiley faces, because my mum never used to buy that. And it was not because
that, you know.
I used to scran it, yeah, and then just have the boxes in my room, and then on the Wednesday when the bins are getting taken out, throw the bins out before the morning, and I get to take. Oh,
That is
it's
so
such a
funny.
routine.
That is so funny.
Oh, that's so funny.
That is so funny. Did your mum never ever like just open the
there was
bin one
days-
time and then
there was
just?
days that I got caught and she's like, oh, she used to shout and stuff. But then, as well, then when I started experimenting, like cooking foods, like I think my mum accepted when I was like, you know what, yeah, I've been cooking all this mad. When I started swearing off all the turkey twizzlers and the dinosaurs and stuff, and I'm actually learning how to cook.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, let me cook for you in there. She's like, okay, let me taste it. She tasted it, my son. She's like, hey, you're cooking. I was like, yeah, you like it? Oh, it's delicious.
What age was this?
16. So like 16, and plus at them times as well, like it was like me and my sister as well. So my sister's 4 years younger than me. So it was like, because my mum used to work like 7 days basically. So it was like, if she's at that period now, it's like she's getting older, she's getting more tired. So I thought, you know what, yeah, to take off the stress, like to always cook for me. Let me start like cooking for all of us. And then she's like, okay, I don't need to eat African food no more, baby. But yeah, and I think that's where I started putting on the weight as well. When I was just backing too much food, and I didn't know nothing about nutrition.
No, same.
Yeah,
So you just eat what you like, innit?
eating.
You're just enjoying.
I used to snack on butter and sugar.
What?
Whoa!
No, I know.
On its own?
Yeah, just on its own. Like literally
Not on
when
like
I
toast
was
or something.
no,
What you like?
just on a spoon.
Butter and sugar.
Yeah,
So you get a spoon of butter
and then a
and you-
spoon of sugar, and then mix it, and then
and you just
That's a
no,
bit mad.
don't. It makes me feel sick now, but yeah.
What?
Was it not like
At least
dry?
you're getting your fats in. That's a positive way to look at it.
Like a cake mix?
like a cake
Yeah,
mix.
cake
Yeah,
mix.
like a cake mix.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But even still, that's not a cake mix.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's
it's not a
just
cake
butter and
mix.
sugar.
It's missing the flour and all that, but it's still
So like when you eat butter and sugar,
No,
like
ha-
how much of it were you eating? Like is it
only
just
like
like
a teaspoon.
Okay.
But
But
like, is that
I'd
all?
done it age like this was going back obviously
Is that
years
because
ago.
you wasn't allowed sweets, so you was like, I'm gonna make my own alternative?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, because
Yeah.
there was nothing sweet in the house. So I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I'll just have that.
So do you think because it was kind of extreme when you were growing up and you didn't have the choice to make a good choice or a bad choice, that's why you kind of rebelled? And you're
Yeah,
like,
maybe. That's why it annoys me that people are like, oh, it's the parents. They're giving them like.
Yeah.
I was like, my mum and dad never gave me a bad thing. It was like I was forced veg, forced fruit, forced exercise, and I was just that kid that just
rebelled.
Just didn't want to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then, when you finished doing Weight Watchers, you've lost your 5 stones. That would have brought you down to 12 stone. Am I right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
around that.
So then you went to the gym. You said you started doing cardio, and then you said you. How did you now start thinking? Okay, I know you wanted the muscles, but how did you start learning? Like, oh, these are the weights I'm gonna use. Like your body parts. Did you watch like YouTube videos, or how did you break it down to learn?
I put on my Instagram story as like, has anyone got a PT? Like that I can get like a girl one, because I just wanted to I wanted to know how to use the equipment and stuff, and I was too nervous to like have a boy PT because I don't know,
Do a try.
don't know why.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So-
Do a try.
So I was like, I'll just ask girl, and then someone from uni popped up and like said their friend, so she came, and then yeah, she's like
started from
yeah,
there.
she moved to Dubai now though, so I still miss her now. Like she's like, you don't need me, and I'm like, well, I don't know, just get anxious going to the gym now.
So did you train alone at the minute, or do you train?
Yeah.
You train alone?
Yeah, I go by myself. Like all my friends like do classes or cardio, so they won't come with me, and I'm like, they're like, we don't like lifting weights, guys, and I'm like, oh.
But have they ever tried to?
Yeah, they've come with me before. They don't like it.
No,
They don't
really?
like it.
No.
Because I was gonna say maybe you could be the.
So
I think it's because I shout at them. I'm like, you're not doing it right. You need to fix your form.
Oh,
And
so
they're
you're,
like,
Also,
like-
you go into like.
you're
yeah, because
militant
I'm
for me?
doing it like,
To
don't
help
hurt
them?
yourself.
Yeah.
And it annoys me because like I see people go in and they pick up the biggest weight, and I'm like,
And the rock.
what are you doing? Yeah, they're like throwing it like that, and I'm like, you need to like fix it.
So that's how I used to train, and I used to get injured the fuck out, and then I stopped doing that. But I don't lift as heavy as I used to. But
Yeah.
then I like cardio. I love cardio.
Do you?
Yeah, because it stops me getting injured.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if I do cardio, like I don't need to stretch. Like I just need to do like maybe 10, 15 or 20 minutes of cardio, and then I can lift anything. And then my body's hot.
Yeah.
So I always look at your body like elastic. You just need that warm up period, and
Yeah.
then you can just start flying.
I mean, I'll force myself to do like a warm up period, like, but then I just hate cardio so
Do you
much.
hate it?
Really?
Oh my god, yeah, hate it.
It's just dead repetitive, though, isn't it?
That's
Yeah,
what
but
I
like
mean.
this, the
I'm
same
like-
forms.
I
like, you
always say like when I'm on the bike, I'm like, I'm not cycling anywhere.
No,
Like,
I
do you
think
know
the
what I
bike
mean?
is
I'm like-
pointless.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I got like,
Mem-
and I'm going on the step. I'm like, I'm not climbing anything.
Mm.
So I don't know. It's just whereas like,
Just stuck in that
yeah.
cycle kind of thing.
whereas when you lift weights, you can see progress. So I'm like, all right, okay, because you get the pump straight away, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I like this. Whereas like, oh no, I just hate cardio.
That's
I
mad.
was-
So how's your training like? So what, like when you go in, how long do you train for? What is it? How many body parts? I'm interested.
I've just recently changed it so I am trying to get more cardio in, but it's like, so my PT, she wrote me I normally do it myself, but I asked her to like change it because I was like, I need my fitness back. So she wrote me like a plan recently, and it was like, just to get into like cardio, it was like a circuit. So it was like 100 body squats, 100 calf raises, 100 lateral squats, and it was like 5 things anyway. And then she left in it 5 sets, so I done 500 body squats, 500 calf raises. I couldn't walk, like I got.
That's a whole completely different cardio.
I was there for about 2 hours. Like, why is this taking like so long? Like,
500.
but it wasn't even that. I was like, she was like, go on the stepper first. So I was like, I went on the stepper, and then afterwards I was like, on the hip abductor and stuff like that. And I like that
It's
took
too
like
long
2
for you.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously she was like, Caroline, I only meant to do 1 set. Like, you were only meant to do 100
Oh.
body weight squats.
I would have read it the same way you read it.
Yeah, same. That's what, like, she
Yeah.
went to left that in by accident. And I was like, oh my God, like, I couldn't walk for a week. Like, it's only just been like this weekend I could walk.
Oh,
Oh,
serious?
Yeah.
mad.
Like, because I was like literally so sore.
So then when you do weights, how long's your weight period or your
Oh,
training
about
time?
like an hour.
Okay. And you're like more, you said you're more nutritional based. So what, do you like count calories, or is more your macros, or how do you do it?
Oh, my fitness pal.
But I think my fitness pal is jog.
Do you?
Yeah, I think it's
I
only.
don't use it either.
I feel like when it gives you your actual nutrients and stuff, the way it slashes your protein by a mad amount. But I feel like everyone's body type's different.
Yeah.
So it's like in the beginning stages, me learning, I didn't know more about like myself and me being black, and like I can't do keto. My body can't. It can do high protein, but my whole digestive system gets fucked, and I didn't realize that till like later life. Then I started getting like stomach problems.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, like not everyone's diets like for like what he could do or someone else can do could work for me.
Yeah.
If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
To be fair though, like I think I just still do Weight Watchers just naturally, like because it's been so
still
fixated
got
in my
that
mind
in
that
your
I'm just
head.
like, so every time like I'll try and do, you know, when I'm trying to bulk, I'm like, I can't eat that. That's a potato. That's too many points.
how many points is it?
I don't know, like 9 points, and I'm like, no, that's not worth it. I'd rather just have like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Memorized all these points.
yeah,
Wow.
that's what I mean. Like, so it's like when I go, even now I've become more relaxed in it, to be fair, but it's like, that's what I'm like when girls are trying to exercise and stuff. Like, they're like, oh, I have to eat more, and I'm like, yeah, because you need to eat more to build muscle.
Yeah.
That's true.
But it's so hard to get your mind around that. So I am trying to at the moment eat a bit more.
But isn't that
So-
too much pressure though? Thinking like, oh, you know, you're saying you still got that mentality of like being in Weight Watchers where you're thinking, oh, I can't eat this, I can't eat that. Don't you just like let loose? Not let loose per se, but have you ever just thought, I'm just gonna eat? Because you obviously now you know what's good for you and what isn't.
Yeah.
You really need to track it to the point where you're like, I can't eat a potato. If you do eat that one potato, you're not gonna change overnight, kind of thing.
Yeah, no. Like, I
It's-
think I've got to that mindset now, but it does come back to me. Like, if I've had, like, because I've had a bad weekend this week, I'm not going to lie, like, I've ate, like, quite a lot. But next week, I'll get back into that mindset. Whereas it's quite dangerous because I will, like, because a potato is not bad for you, is it? Especially when you go in the gym. It's not bad for you. But I don't know. It's just so hard.
He's stuck in that mindset
Yeah.
kind of thing. I feel like you can balance it out.
To be
though.
fair, I don't really like potatoes anyway, so I'm but like chips and stuff like that. But like a jack potato.
So if you had to rank potato, bread, or rice, how would you rank it?
rice, bread, potato.
Rice. How would you rank it?
Jollof rice.
I knew that was coming. I shouldn't even ask that question.
You said rice. I'll tell you jollof
okay,
rice is
jollof.
number one.
Yeah.
Jollof rice. Tiger roll number 2.
Tiger roll. It's coming specifics here, you know.
And then the potato. I'm not keen on potato like
No,
that,
I'm
you know.
How
Like
would you rank it?
Shit, what was it? Jollof rice?
No. It was
Any
rice.
type of rice.
I don't know.
Rice,
jollof
bread,
rice.
potato.
Probably rice, bread, potato,
Yeah.
jollof rice, no spinach.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't back potato like that. Like I could eat bread like if I want a sandwich or a bag or something. Potato for me is not.
What's
it's not
sweet
the thing.
potato?
Dead. Mainstream media for like
Well, you don't like sweet potato at all?
one of the most fraudest food I've ever tasted in this.
Best food in the
No,
world.
it's not.
Perfect.
Instagram made it. Oh my god, sweet potato fry. Oh, I tried to say.
Hey, what is this?
The first time I ever had it, I was like, yo, like, we actually got frauded. Like, and then when I went Nando's and I had sweet potato mash, and I said, yeah. Yo, our buying purchases is actually from social media. Like, man are actually lying to themselves, saying this tastes good when it tastes nasty.
That's so funny.
Would you like avocado?
No, that's even
Wait,
worse.
That's the best thing.
Avocado
I knew.
pen.
Thank
like
you.
avocado.
I
China
like
knows.
I
guacamole
like
in it,
avocado.
but I don't like avocado.
Which makes no sense to me.
It's
but
different. You can taste the switch up.
Nah, I get that.
You can,
Yeah, so even
but you
Jacob's
can
like
get
it.
avocado and you can like.
Just you
smash
just
it.
mash it. It tastes
Yeah.
like guacamole.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
It does.
It does. That's the main thing. It's missing a
You
few.
people are not cooks. You're out here smashing guacamole or avocado and say guacamole. It's not the same.
You know
This
what
guy.
though? Yeah, if I have avocado in the morning for like breakfast, it just sets me up differently for the whole
Well,
day.
yes.
Got the good fats in it. That's why. Got
Um,
all the nutrients you need for it.
so I want to now get to the point where now you've attained like this physique, like you're like Caroline and how you are now. Did you get like an ego now, like saying, okay, I've got this body? Because it's natural to be like, yo, I'm banging. Like, you cannot come and tell me to be like, someone gets to that point, like, you know what, yeah, yo, people are checking me. I'm that guy. Like, did you get to that point thinking, you know what, I'm good? How did that play with you? Because we've all had that when you're at your height. I'm thinking, yo,
especially when you come from one extreme
into the
to
other.
another extreme.
Like, you've literally come from two spectrums. So, like, you need to think now. Back then, I don't want to say it by not being harsh, but like back then you weren't getting that kind of attention. But now you're at that point and everyone's like, I want to be like this person. So like you're kind of like idolized, and then when you get that self-recognition and be like, yo, fuck it, I'm good. And like, how did that make you feel?
I don't know, because I still feel like I'm not at my goal. So I'm still the same person that I was when I was bigger, so it's not really. And when people say to me, oh, I want to be like you, I'm like, are you lying? Like, why are you lying? In my mind, I'm like, I'm still that same person. So anytime, like, even when I was single and someone would try it on with me, I'm like, are they joking? Do you know what I mean? Like, are they having a laugh with me? Like,
so you need to
why are these people messaging me? Kind of thing.
Because it was like the insecurity of it.
Yeah. But I still feel like that now. So it's like, I don't think I'm like, at like, I still think I've still got a goal to get to.
So, but do you ever reflect though? Do you look at like old photos and then you look at the new photos and be like, wow, actually?
I'm just like, that's mad. I don't know. I do think like it makes me laugh, kind of like just because of the funny things that like that I went through.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's actually hit me yet that I've lost so much weight, and I have done well, kind of thing. But
you have.
I know, but it's like,
I know it's hard
still
to look
mad.
because it's yourself.
Yeah.
It's hard to be like, that was me, this is me now, but I still feel like I was then. But everybody looks at you completely different, but you still feel how you were.
Yeah.
But I feel like, obviously it takes time, but I feel like you should look back and be like, I'm still the same person inside, but like, you know, you look at yourself and you're like, whoa. I feel like, well, if you do that a little bit more, you might then believe when someone says to you, you know.
I know, but I still feel like you should have that confidence no matter what body shape you are.
It's true.
That's why I'm like, now I'm like, I don't know.
It's true, but obviously, like Josh touched up on and other people have said, like when we're living in an age where things are just visual and social media based, and I want to look like that now, people will probably look at you in a certain way and be like, that's what I want to look like. How did you get to that?
I know, but that's mad to me because I'm like, I want to look like you, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, people do come up to me and they're like, oh, I follow you on Instagram. Like I want to look like you, and I'm like, I want to like you. Like what are you on about? You're amazing. Like I don't get it. Like girls are just like so hard on themselves. And they've got so much pressure to get like a certain way, and it's just like natural to me I fell into this body shape, like that's just genetic to me to have like the curves or whatever, which like obviously I'm like happy about, but when people are like, how did you get your waist? I'm like, that.
Wait, how did you get a waist trainer?
No.
It's just natural.
No, it's
Oh
just
my gosh.
like natural.
Like, yeah.
I'm like,
Oh my god.
Gosh.
Yeah,
like,
because
like, bro, I've seen bad things with waist trainer.
no, so have I.
Yeah, like
The corset thing.
Yeah,
It sucks in
yeah,
like that. Yeah,
like,
I've seen it.
I think the first time I've seen one, it's funny because she wore it on a night out. I was like, Kira, what the fuck? And then she took off when she got to the gaff. What? Dedication to a waist trainer like that. It was mad, but like,
Can you suffocate though?
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like you can
Like
wear
you
too
on a
tight.
night, yeah.
Organs are getting squashed and
So
stuff.
she had a
Your
good
ribs.
body. She's got a banging body anyway, but she wore like a waist trainer, like what I mean, like religiously. And like she got back to the gaff and she took off, and I was like, rah, like you actually wear this thing. Like I thought it was for the gym, innit? But like you wear
It's like on a night out.
yeah,
Underneath
like,
her.
yeah, but like her body's boss. So I was thinking like, why are you wearing a waist trainer? But she was like, you meant to wear it like all the time, and I was like, well, is that the case? Like,
I think as well, these companies know
sell it to them that way.
Yeah, they know that basically the women will buy things if you can offer them a quick fix.
yeah,
And
definitely.
because you can offer them a quick fix, then the easier pressured into like jumping onto these like waist trainers or whatever the new thing might be.
It's like those shakes as well. Don't believe in them shakes.
With shakes.
Like,
Them like
Them
boot,
What are they
slim,
called?
fast
yeah,
kinda.
booty or
Yeah.
whatever it
I
is.
know booty.
just don't believe in them at all. I mean, you will obviously lose weight because you're just drinking water. Like, you've got nothing in it. So when they go back to eating normally,
They
they
blow
put it
up.
all back on.
Yeah.
So it's like
So do you read a lot? Because people don't like know about like water retention and like especially when you cook carbs for a long period of time
yeah,
and you eat carbs again, your body starts like automatically storing weight like that.
yeah,
And people don't know this stuff, but like I bet you when you was losing weight and then you like ate something bad or you went out and you look like you got puffy face and you're like, oh shit, but you didn't know it was water retention.
yeah.
That must have played with you quite a
Yeah,
bit.
definitely. It's like there was some weeks where I would just stay the same, like in the weight, and I was like, why I've ate so much, like,
Little.
yeah. And then I'd be like, oh, it's because I had this. So it does play with your mind and things, but I think that your body's always just gonna like be in some kind of plateau, isn't it? At one point after losing so much weight or doing a diet for so long, when you change it, it's like, because people are like, I've been going to the gym and I'm gaining weight. And I'm like, do you know what? That's the thing. When I went to the gym, when I first went to the gym, I gained like half a stone. And I was like, I don't want to go back.
You gain half a stone.
Yeah.
The man's
What
of the
happened?
sweetie you done earlier today.
Oh no, fam, I haven't changed. I'll be serious.
Oh yeah, so just as vexed.
I'm actually pissed off.
Why?
So basically, it's a lot to get into. It's not even psychological in this. So I'm trying to get back to what I used to look like, but my body ain't reacting to how, I don't know. There's something going on with me internally. Like there's something. So basically, last year, I don't really get into it that much, but I've been sick like all my life. So like, but it's to the point where, like, it doesn't affect me, but I need to have like, I was born with a hole in my heart, so like I need to be healthy. But then
Yeah.
I got really fat when I was younger, so then it was like the last year of uni. It's mad to say, but like the last year of uni, I was at the biggest of my life, but my nutrition was the worst. So I used to back like Belvita and chicken wings. Oh, I don't know how I did it. Like
His diet was mad.
my diet was crazy, but I was the leanest I'll ever be. I don't know how I did it, but all I was eating was Belvita and chicken wings.
And
But,
rice
like,
and pancakes.
Yeah, rice and
Yeah.
pancakes. I eat terribly, but like my body reacts to it so well.
Yeah.
Then something happened. I don't know what happened. It got to the point where I was like deteriorating dead quick, like rapidly. Like something was going on. Like so, I started going for blood tests, and I used to go for every 6 months checkups. And like there's something wrong with your blood, and I shit myself, and I was like, oh God, my time has come. I'm going to die. Like my mum was praying. It was actually a bit mad. So I went for it's a year ago. I had my op in September.
Yeah, it's about.
Yeah,
September.
Yeah.
Yeah, had my op, and then the doctor was like, it'll take you a while to get back. I'm like, okay, I'm dedicated to start getting, because like I was losing like muscle quick, but they were saying there's something wrong with my blood, and the way like my heart's pumping blood, it can't sustain the exercise that I'm doing. So instead of like, because the way you burn fat and grow muscles are all about oxygen,
Yeah.
my blood cells is not carrying that oxygen. So instead of that, my body's deteriorating. Like I'm ill. Like I was thinking, but I'm not mad ill. I can still run, but they're like, no, it's like deteriorating rapid. So then lockdown happened, and then now I went back to the gym. I can't do fuck all. Like, and I'm just like, yeah, it's been a month, and I'm like, yeah, my body ain't like, it's the same. Like, I can't really do fuck all now, so I want a refund.
I seen that tweet and I was just like, if this tweet does not blow, oh,
It actually didn't
What
blow.
was the tweet?
It
What
was
did you tweet?
basically, it's been a full month of gym, and my body still looks exactly the same, so I want a refund, basically.
You sound like such a beginner.
I actually want a refund because
After 1 month,
yo,
it takes longer than a
Why
month.
don't you just change the way that you exercise? Because that's what I'm doing. Do you know what? Loads of people
That's what I
swear
said to
about
you.
doing just body weights instead of muscle, like lifting, because that might actually be like,
So I've trained differently. So I train a lot differently from how I used to train. Like I was like, die hard. I want to be a bodybuilder one day. Like, yo, I'm gonna get wham on my food, on my So I know everything. like it's like I've studied it, and I still do now. But like it got to a proper unhealthy relationship with it. Like I got in a proper like love-hate relationship with the gym.
Yeah.
So that's what it's like to you. Do you get in a love-hate relationship? Like when you overly whack it and you consume yourself with it, and you be like,
You don't look at yourself the same.
you don't look. I
No.
never looked at myself the same. And then when I started getting smaller, people used to say like, "Rah, like yo, what happened, bro? Like you used to be one. What happened?" Or when you used to go out, I used to get this all the time. How much are you benching? And I used to tell people I don't bench.
Yeah.
And they look at me like, what? I'm like, no, I don't bench in it. And they look at me so mad. And I was like, yeah, I've never benched in my life. Like the set exercises that I don't do because either I'm too scared of injury. Like, have you ever benched before?
Yeah.
The first and only time I benched in my life.
The story's funny. Actually.
What? Have I not heard of this?
We put the plates on.
Yeah, put the plates on the. So, oh my god. So I put like the plates on the side of the bench. And I thought, yo, this is like. I see people like. I used to think like lifting like 200 kg was the shit. And I thought, I'm gonna put weights on the side. And I tried it. And the way the weight just went.
Did you go in with a 200 straight
No,
away?
no,
No.
it was 10 kg on each side.
Yeah.
But this is like midway into. This is not even the beginning of like ever working out. Like this is like the midway into it, and I was like, I'm just gonna just bench it, fuck it. Put the two 10 kgs on each side, and the way the things just went, shoop, and I just went, it hit me.
You know what's so funny? Because you can lift so much more than 210 kg.
But it was like
just
the way it just went down.
What's that mean?
Oh yeah.
Basically, and it slumped on my chest, and I was like, oh no, like, but it's not even that heavy because I can shoulder press and nothing, but for some reason the way it hit my chest, it was like this pressure. I was like, oh no, I can't do this. And ever since then I've never like bench pressed ever again. I was like, I ain't risking like okay, so yeah, the set things that I wouldn't do.
Should just try it without the plates on.
Yeah, I don't know if I couldn't even do like the smallest plates.
What do you do for chest then?
Just cables. I base most of
okay.
my I think cables
Cable's so good.
is the best. If I could have cables in my house, I would just have that and nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like doing bench no more. After I injure my ribs doing that as well. It's a no-go area for me. Never ever get.
I loved building. I used to love bench pressing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be like that back in the day as well.
But
I smashed chest too much when I was too younger. That's why it's ruined now. It's not ruined, but
Yeah, when I met Chester, it's just
how developed it was when I was like 18. People were like, "Rah."
there's two people who are now.
Me and Simba.
So yeah. When we met
The
Simba,
chest like this, 17, like built like this.
when me and Trey met Simba the first time, I was like, why is this kid's chest so big? But I was like, it don't make sense. Like,
You know what it was? It's because one time I remember when I was, how old was I? I can't remember how old I was. I think I was in year 6 or year 7. I wasn't even getting changed.
yeah.
I took my jumper off, my primary school jumper. But you know when you take your jumper off and sometimes your top lifts up as well? And then this girl was like, oh, put your boobs away. And then from that day, I was like, never again. Never again. I was like, when I start gym, yeah, no one's ever going to say that to me ever again. Then I used to kill gym. I used to go gym. The PT would be like, why? Like I used to say, like he was like, are you okay? He was like, yeah, do you need a spot? Like, no. Be doing chest, doing flies, whatever. 10 sets, 10 reps.
Yeah.
Because I was determined. I was like, no one's ever gonna say that to me ever again. Just 10 sets, 10 reps. I do the flies, 10 sets, 10 reps. Press, 10 sets, 10 reps. Cables, 10 sets, 10 reps. Within 3 months, the whole shape of my whole chest changed completely in 3 months. Because I was like, no one's ever gonna say that to me ever again.
Yeah.
And then since then,
It's a whole cycle.
It is
like
mad.
that. It takes that one comment,
but
and then you never leave. It never leave from your head, and
Yeah.
you just be like, you know what? I'm gonna use that as motivation. I'm just gonna use it to just whack out gym, and then it's just one of them. Like, it's mad how little things play. But I wanted to ask as well. Now that you've become or you got a following, why didn't you monetize? I will fully. I'm not gonna lie. I will monetize the whole thing.
capitalize on
Like,
top of it.
capitalize on it. Like, you could, in a day and age now where we live with, especially with COVID, like people don't really have an extra income or a second thing.
Yeah.
Why didn't you think like, you know what, I can kind of help people, but I can also make a self brand? Why don't you go into that?
Because I'm like, they want to look like me. And do you know what I mean? I'm like, you can't get my weight, like my waist, if you're not genetically like that, or if you wear a
But
waist
did you
trainer.
know you was genetically like that though?
I knew I had like a big bum
Okay.
and stuff, and big legs, but I
But you
didn't
didn't know you had a small
no.
waist. See, so you never knew.
You
Yeah.
could be the benchmark, because there might be other people who are really big, and then they're looking at you and thinking that might be achievable. I just need that person to show me or give me that push.
Yeah.
I know, but I don't know. It would play on my mind if they
Didn't
they
achieve it.
hated themselves, like what they look like at the end result. I'd be like, that just plays on my mind.
Yeah, but that's not for you to take on that responsibility, though. That's not for you to.
I don't know. I would be like that to be
No,
fair.
but if she's given them this platform to get to a certain place, if they don't like it at the end of it, that's not her fault.
I don't know.
She's given them that platform, because at the end of the day, they'll be in a better place. If you're taking on someone who's really like obese or just like not in a good way physically or like internally, and you've taken them, well, not what you've literally taken them, but you've given them this like guide of how to improve themselves. If they then don't like it, that's not really your fault. You've just shown them an alternative way to what they didn't want. That's for them to then.
I know, but I just don't want to sell them the dream.
It's not. It's
Like when I look at like Instagram famous girls or whatever, I'm like, they've probably taken how many photos to look that certain way.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't know.
It depends though how you like show it to people. Like, you don't have to be selling someone a dream. You could just literally be like, this is what I was like. This is how long it took me. Obviously, it's different for everyone.
How long
Yeah.
did it take you? Like,
All together.
not like because you've built from what you got, but like when I say like when you start seeing that the shape that you got now, from the beginning to the base and shape you've got, where did it take you? Because you know where there was a period where you know that I've got this shape, now I'm gonna now expand on it
Probably like a year and a half.
into training.
Yeah.
That's dedication and that's quick.
That is quick.
That's quite
I
quick.
know.
Your turnarounds are like.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. But like, I don't know.
But you seem like you must be really dedicated though.
Yeah.
Because I know obviously everyone's different genetically, but to put in that kind of like work to like transform over a year and a half is like, that takes work.
Yeah. It's
can't-
just the pressure though. It is the pressure of
From
looking
who?
a certain way. Don't know, because I've told my story.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But who where are you feeling the pressure from?
It's just myself.
Yeah. Maybe you're just too hard on yourself. And
Yeah.
I feel
No.
like maybe it's not even a maybe. Me speaking to you now, you still consider yourself, or you still have the mindset of,
Like as
Oh,
if you
Caroline.
yeah, like
Yeah.
like
and like your mind or your mindset hasn't progressed with your physique.
Someone said this to me at Top Boy. They were like, I follow you. And I was like, oh, do you? And then she was like, you're so humble about like losing weight. She was like, you don't realise like
Such
what
a
you've actually
achievement.
done. And I was like, but I don't feel like I do, but
Yeah.
I don't want to be that type of person that's like, that changes who they are. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, you don't think you need to use it to like change who you are, but like I feel like if you start understanding the scale of the transformation,
Yeah.
then you'll have a different outlook on it. I don't think you don't seem like you come across like you're just all of a sudden gonna have like Sasha Fierce and have like another alter ego kind of thing. But like once you realise like the scale of how you used to be to how you are now,
Yeah.
you might be able to, like you said before, like the confidence to then do things like Josh said, monetize it and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you should really look into that, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like, not even like, I feel like we live in a day and age where you should have something you should own.
Yeah.
And I
Definitely.
think you should really look into be like, you know what, yeah. I don't want to butcher your last name's Hobday, innit?
Yeah.
Okay, like Caroline Hobday Fitness or something. Like, have
Yeah.
something to be like, you know what, yeah.
Because there's people who do less
Yeah.
than what you've done,
And yeah,
they're
I
making
know.
a killing.
Do you know what it is though? I hate filming myself in the gym.
you don't even need to film yourself. You really just don't need to film yourself. You got the content and the backlog of
Yeah.
stuff that you've achieved. Just start using it as a beginner. And maybe just like you don't always need to just film your training.
You don't even need to film yourself because the people you've already got that kind of interest.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could use the people that you're helping. They could be the ones being filmed. You don't have to do it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but I've not got the qualifications, so I'm a bit like,
Got
do you
the
need
results
it?
though.
Do you
No,
need
no,
it
you
to
know.
sell a guide?
I don't think so.
I don't-
Nah,
no,
there used to be
no,
some
no.
kid in my gym that smashed it. Fucking Chaz.
Yeah.
Didn't get his
I feel like if
qualification
you're
till,
gonna do
afterwards.
if you're gonna do something really like in nutrition, then you might have to. But
Yeah.
if people message you on Instagram and you just drop them like bit of information and whatnot, like I don't really think you need to.
So many people have asked me to like
Help
if I
them.
sell a guide, and I'm like, no. So I'll sit there and for every single person, I'll try and write them a fitness plan who asks me just for free.
Yeah.
That's
really
just
nice.
the type of person.
Free.
To be fair, I
Wow.
would
Yeah,
do that.
because
No,
I
but
feel like I
obviously-
just want to help people.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
just
When it
who
comes-
I
I
am.
get it.
When it comes to the reward, like it's like I did some work for someone for free, and like I was like, do you want money? And I was like, no, I'll just use it for portfolio work at the end of the day. Like,
Yeah, I done that.
yeah,
Have you ever heard of Grace Fit on Instagram?
Taste fit.
Yeah, no Grace Fit. Yeah.
Who's
So
that?
she asked me to come down
I'll show
and
you
do
in a
like a shoot for her company BND.
Is she the one with the resistance?
Yeah, so I was
yeah.
doing a whole day of like gym workout, and I done all that for free.
Yeah.
But she is so nice. She's a nice
Yeah,
girl.
but she rakes in money. She would have.
Who's this person?
Grace Fit. She got like
She
over 1
sent
million
me
followers
some
and
clothes and stuff, but I did do all that for free, and I was aching the next day because it was a whole day
Whole
of
day.
filming.
So you need to start thinking of it. I know you want to be nice and you want to be like helpful, but also at the same time,
You need to collect the
people are
bag.
use
Yeah.
the content like.
I know, but you don't. I don't know. I
Yeah,
was
but-
just like, oh, she's asked me to come down.
But what was
So-
the like? You were aching for a whole day afterwards. Yeah, Grace Fit. Yeah, that one. You were aching for a whole day afterwards. Like
I
you
know,
need
but
some.
I just thought to myself, oh, I can just use it for like my own content kind of thing. I don't know. Like
I've never seen
I
her
am
before,
too
you know.
nice.
Have you never? She
Nah.
smashes it with the resistance bands and stuff.
She's got like 3 companies. This is her company as well. Tala.
Okay.
Oh, is it? What's it called?
Tala.
Tala. See,
This
that
is
could-
all made from plastic bottles.
Is it?
Is
Yeah.
it?
So it's vegan
Yeah.
and recyclable
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what she does. That's her company, Tala.
See, you could get into that. You could be like the Hobdays. I don't know. I'm trying to think of play
I
on
hate
words. I
Hobday
can't.
though.
Why?
I don't know. I just hate the second name.
Okay then. HBD and make that into
HBD.
something.
Yeah.
Because if you, me just saying this now, if you came out tomorrow and was like, I'm making my own, what's that? Two-piece
Yeah.
gym thing, you'd have so many people buy it.
Yeah, that's the.
So many people buy it.
I know, but it's just I don't know.
Just
I
need
just
the
don't
confidence.
believe. Yeah, I don't have the
That's
confidence.
it.
I really
That's all.
don't.
That's all it is. Just be like, I'm confident. I'm not the same person I was. You are, but I'm a
Yeah.
2.0 version of the person I was, and then just go with it.
I think it's just the fact that it's like where'd you start?
Yeah.
The
That's-
best
that's the-
thing is to do is start,
To just jump
Yeah.
to
To
feet
start.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
And everything will come to you.
It will come to you.
and it would just the pathways will just start opening for you. Because
Yeah.
you're already saying like how many people are messaging you and asking you,
I know.
like, just loads of little questions.
But I think you need to build on your self confidence a bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And
Yeah.
you'd smash it if you did as well.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You got this.
Mm.
But how long we on?
About an hour and 10, 15,
Yeah,
I think.
Okay.
Dunno, like 10 minutes of failed intros, didn't we? So, hard to guess. I reckon we've got about 10 minutes left.
Cool. So I just want to know. We've talked about the whole fitness things. Like, what do you like doing? More about your own personality without fitness.
Without fitness.
Without fitness, because you're not just a whole gym body. You're Caroline. Like,
Yeah.
who is Caroline?
Oh my God, I don't know.
Sweet Caroline. Oh,
You're so funny. Mum was like, oh.
I'm
So,
glad
yeah,
Jake was here.
what do you like to do? What are your interests? Like,
My God, I don't know.
you-
I like makeup. I like doing makeup.
Okay. Is that something that you thought you would venture into?
Yeah, at the beginning, I
Okay.
started trying to do makeup and stuff.
Mm.
Like buying trainers. I like watching basketball. I
Oh,
love
dear.
basketball.
Oh
my God.
really?
Yeah, I went to Toronto just to watch them play.
Oh, serious?
Yeah,
What was it like out there?
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
watched
Raptors.
them with Miami Heat.
What other Toronto team?
Yeah,
the
no,
Raptors.
like who were they playing?
Oh no, she.
Oh,
wa-
who were they
Yeah,
playing?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
The-
I thought you said like.
No, I was
Is it Utah, was it?
Yeah, they played Portland.
Oh, that would have been a game and a half.
I've watched so many. I've always, when they come down to here as well, the NBA games, global games, I'll go to them.
Okay.
I just love watching basketball and stuff.
Who's your
Yeah.
favorite player?
Apart from in Toronto Raptors.
Apart from
Damian
Toronto.
Lillard.
Do you- For some
he's
reason,
the man.
I had that in my head. I don't know why.
forgot you
Always
were gonna
liked him
say
from
that.
a rookie.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
She's a real baller.
Yeah, she knows. She
knows.
said from a rookie as well.
yeah.
I like that.
Okay. That's actually quite
That's-
decent.
yeah, that's
to be fair. I
unique.
didn't actually expect you to say
Wow.
like basketball.
I know. Everyone's like that, but it pisses me off though, because like like someone who will wear like, do you know, the Bulls cap or something, and I'm rotten. I'll go, tell me when they last won. Like,
She's
kinda
like me with football.
Yeah. But then you need to think as well. Sports is like fashion. So
Yeah.
like, I don't really I like football. I know a lot of football. Not a lot like Tezza, but I know like stuff that can get me by. But there's like set things like I love a Corinthian kit. Like I think they're the most swag.
Corinthians
Yeah.
kit?
They're like I would wear that just for fashion. Not I don't have nothing to do with Brazil team.
oh no, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
not
like-
not a basketball. No, it'd all have to be
Toronto?
Raptors.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
I would
dedication.
wear like a Memphis Grizzly top just for swag. I don't like Memphis, but I like the top.
the new
The green
yeah, it
one,
looks
yeah,
nice.
it's hard.
To be fair, the Raptors old jersey, the purple one's nice. But yeah, no, I'm just that, like, it's because I have that mentality with football. I was like, I would never just go out in the Man City top. Like, it has to be Liverpool. Do you know what I mean?
Fairs.
So that's just my mentality with it all.
Fair dues, man.
Sick. Damian Lillard. Sick.
I actually rate that. So, like, when you went to Toronto, did you do like all of Canada or
No, I just went for the basketball.
that's it?
Yeah.
How long
That
were
is
you there for?
dedication.
I forgot now, was it like 10 days? But we went to like, was it 2 weeks? I don't know. We went to like 5 games there.
Okay.
Oh mad! So you
Oh.
actually went like for a long period just to watch basketball.
Yeah. It's a bit mad because when you buy, so when the league like does like the games, you have to buy your tickets there and then. So we bought the tickets and then bought the flights and stuff afterwards. So it was like we worked the holiday around the games.
Man,
And I met the basketball players as well. I've got a picture with them.
okay.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Now next you're gonna
Siakam.
tell me.
Was it last year?
Oh, yeah.
No, it was like two years, maybe.
years
No,
ago.
no. Sorry, 5 years ago it would have been.
Yeah.
Oh shit, she would have had like.
I've got
DeRozan
like a
and stuff.
picture when I was bigger in a pure like Toronto Raptors cap.
You should use that as your motivation.
I know.
You should go whenever you can go next time to Toronto and have that old picture and then a new picture
I know.
and use that as
To
a
be
timeline.
fair, when I went to Toronto, I was losing weight.
Okay.
So it was when I went to the global games, I was massive. Like I was massive, and I was like in a pure like fit, like clinching, full kit.
I'm trying to picture you in the full kit. That's actually bad too. Did you have long socks as well?
That would have been set people's. That was our swag. That was like early 2000s swag.
Yeah.
Like full football kits.
With
And then
Astros.
Astros
Or boots.
Man, I used to wear that to church, and I was thinking, wow, what the like it was just casual.
Socks rolled up as right to the top as
Yeah,
well.
man.
That
Nice
is
for
funny.
shin pads in as well.
Shin pads as well,
Yeah,
man.
What did you think of the food around there? Like, you know, when you go on holidays and stuff, because I know you're proper like. Really, you said you look at things at like points and stuff, but like going to these places, like, do you just like go like fuck it, I'm just gonna eat whatever, or are you still like on that? Yo, I can't really.
No,
Double and double.
when I was dieting, I was like, I'm not eating that. I'm just having salad.
No
Really?
way.
Like me and Meg went, like my friend Meg went to New York, and I
Mm.
think I pissed her off so much because she was like, let's get $1 pizza, and I was like, no, I can't
Oh
eat that.
wow.
And I was just in that mindset where
How many years were you into it, training then when you went to New York?
well, 2
2 years into
or
it.
2.5.
So that was
yeah.
when you was proper into now the
Yeah.
gym and stuff.
So I was like proper like,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Like now I would go and get $1 pizza. Oh my god, I'd get a whole pizza now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but I look back and think I could have enjoyed that like more because
Yeah.
I think that's all like I was focused on was like what I was eating.
Mm-hmm.
But I need to go back.
I think it's trash. Don't go back.
Do you?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I had the
You
best
didn't like New
time.
York?
Why? Did you just do the tourist stuff there?
No, I went New York. I did I did New York. I did Manhattan. I went to Chelsea. Went to Little Italy. Then I went to Brooklyn. We didn't do like Staten Island that, but we did like Jamaica, Queens. We did Harlem. We did everywhere, to be fair.
Because I went with school and done all the tourist stuff. So when me and Meg went, we just done the nightlife.
Yeah.
And we knew friends out there, so they drove us around everywhere in New York. So it was like
What
we
did you think of the
experienced that.
nightlife?
It was good. Like we got everything paid for, so it was like.
I was serious.
Yeah, literally.
It was pattern for them.
We went, so they were like, you pre-drink in a strip club, so we went to a strip club.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was mad. Like, we were just like sat on this table with like people that we didn't know.
Yeah.
Just with like strippers around us, and then like.
See, that's the only thing I didn't do, strippers.
That's apparently the New York nightlife.
Yeah.
You go to a strippers for pre-drinks, and
Yeah,
then
I've seen that
you then
before.
go to like.
I need to do that. I went clubs and I didn't rate the clubs.
Didn't you?
Nah, they weren't like. Do you know what? I like the English way of partying. I don't know what it is, but like.
To be fair, it is better in England, but
Yeah.
I think it was just like a different vibe and stuff, and it was just funny at the time because it was like we thought we were mad getting everything for free, me and Meg.
Yeah.
So
But is that us?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I think so.
But anyway, that was a good, extensive conversation. Have you got anything to plug? If
No.
you'd like to plug anything. No? Not you, not
Hopefully, you're gonna monetize your name and
oh yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully,
let's
Hopefully.
see what happens.
yeah.
Yeah. We'll
This
be-
time, next time you come on the podcast, we'll be
I'll be
talking about
asking
your
for,
business.
Yeah, be
Yeah.
asking for the payments. I'm only messing.
Asking for
You
fees.
told me not to do it for free.
Do you know what? Do you know what?
Go
Yeah,
for you, baby.
Go you in it, like yeah.
No, I'm only joking. I would never do that.
Do you know what? We live in a day and age now,
Exactly,
man. I
man.
need to start charging everyone for my talents.
Oh my god. But yeah, that was the
Frontleft podcast.
Frontleft of all conversations, you know what it is. These episodes are on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, everything. Yeah, Front Left over and out.
Peace.
Peace.